So how do I determine the value of a home? There's two primary ways of determining the value of a home. The first one is replacement value, and that's a pretty normal way in terms of like how insurance would do it. If the property burnt down, what would be the cost of replacement? I take the cost of replacement and then potentially minus anything that would have depreciated over time. So if you have a 10-year-old home, you realize you have a 10-year-old kitchen. Today it would cost $50,000 to put the kitchen in. Well, it's 10 years old. That kitchen might be worth about $35,000. It's a little bit more complex and difficult that way to do it. It's one way that I internalize values. However, the most common way, the most general way to appraise a property is what's called the comparison approach. And by comparison, what we want to do is we want to find similar product, obviously in a similar neighborhood, and go, well, this product was very similar to yours and it sold for this. Yours is very similar. And what we do is we compare back and forth with those values. So, I mean, I think that this is kind of self-explanatory. However, if you have a similar floor plan to a neighbor that sold maybe 3 months sooner, and that floor plan was almost exactly the same as yours, maybe a slight difference in paint color, a slight difference in flooring, it's still a very good comparable. And so if that property sold for X amount of dollars, it would lead us to believe that yours should sell similar to that value unless something was quite wrong with that home. It might have had a defect, it might not have, I don't know. But at the end of the day, what we do is we take comparable property, we compare that property to your property, we determine a value, and then we look at what's currently for sale, because that's going to be your competition. And with the competition, coupled with historical data, we can come up with a really good and solid number to put your home on the marketplace. And we always try to push it as high as we can to the top. And so as a combination of all of these formulas, we've come to a point where we're very accurate when it comes to this. And we can give you a very accurate number and a high probability that if your house was on the market at this price, it's going to sell in so many days. And that's a part of the process that we work with people.